Hey guys, I'm going to wait a few minutes to see if anyone jumps on the actual Google Hangout, and then we'll get started. I am sitting on the floor of my office slash home gym. And if the internet is bad, I apologize. If it's skippy, just let me know and I'll re-record this. And then we can just I'll post it tomorrow and just re-record it if it's not working out. I'm going to go ahead and get started just because I know some of us have a lot of things to do. So I will go ahead and share my screen. Okay. Okay, so tonight we're going to talk about social media, building momentum, and how to share, not sell, because we all don't want to be those annoying people pushing products and saying, you know, I've got 15% off on this, 20% off that. That's not why we got into the business. So tonight is going to be all about social media, what you should be doing, what you should be posting, stuff like that. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so social media is all about expanding your network. You're trying to reach other people. We all have our warm market, which is the people we know, our friends, our family, the immediate people that are close to us. And then we also have our cold market. Our cold market is the people who are probably friends of our friends or friends of our family, or, you know, people that we don't know immediately. And those are the type of people that you want to reach out to eventually, because at some point you're going to run through your warm market, and you're going to have to try something different to reach out to other people. Otherwise, your business stops. So one of the main ways of doing that is adding 3 people a day to your network. And this is part of your power hour, which I will go into all of that later. That's another training. But one thing you're going to want to do is add 3 people a day to your network. So you're going to want to go into your Facebook or your Instagram, and you're going to want to find 3 new people and either friend them or follow them on Facebook or Instagram. And that way they will be a part of your new network of people to reach out to. The biggest thing with social media that is so important is to be yourself. I see so many people who start out coaching, and I did this too. I made this mistake too. And they copy other coaches. They see people who are, you know, the elite coaches or, you know, the superstar diamond coaches, and they see what they're doing and then they copy what they're doing and they post exactly what they're posting. And most of the time you see that it doesn't work for you the way it's working for them because it's not true to who you are. The biggest thing you need to do is be yourself when posting and be authentic. So that way, if you are authentic throughout your entire social media journey with coaching, people aren't confused at what your message is. So you definitely want to be yourself and be authentic from the very beginning. Post what's about you. The biggest thing, be vulnerable. What is your story? My story for me, when I post about being a coach, being, you know, I'm a mother, I am a wife, I'm a Christian, I have PCOS, I'm a Texan, I love working out, I love workout clothes, I love fashion. All of that together encompasses what my story is on social media. So I'm not just posting about fitness. I'm not just posting about working out. I'm posting about everything about myself, because that is what is going to get people to want to know more about me. They're going to see that I'm a mother, I'm a wife, and how do I balance that with working out and being healthy? So it all comes together. So you have to figure out what your story is, and you have to be vulnerable about it. You can share, you know, the good, the bad, the ugly. You know, we all have our own stuff going on in our life. And the biggest thing is to share that, because there's so many other people out there that have the same stuff going on that you can relate to. So it's definitely important to know what your story is. And then find things to connect with others about. What are your passions? What do you like to do? Do you like to paint? Do you like to listen to certain kind of music? Do you like to travel to certain places? Whoops, sorry, you guys. So you got to find other things that you are passionate about, that you like to do, that's going to connect you to other people, because there's other people that are connect to you, and you're going to find similar interests, just like you do when you make friends out in the real world. You find other things that you have in common with people. So do that on social media as well. And one thing you should be doing first and foremost is making your profiles public. And I know some of you can't. I know there's, if you're a wife of a police officer or something like that, I know there's things that you don't want to make your profile public. You can also on Facebook, I don't know about Instagram, but on Facebook, you can make certain posts public. You can have a private profile on Facebook, but also make certain posts, just putting yourself out there. If you don't want your kids out there, that's fine. You can keep that private, but you can keep other posts public. So definitely do that. And if you don't have any reason that you don't want to make your profile public, then make it public. That's what I do. I have all of my profiles are public, and that's how the most people find me. And you will attract what you put out there. So if you put out, let's say you put out a bunch of negative posts about how you hate your life, about how you're struggling to work out, how, Mondays suck, blah, blah, blah. You're going to attract those types of people to you. So you're going to want to put out positivity. You're going to want to put out, that even though, you're a mom and you're working a full-time job, you still got that workout in, because people are going to see that and they're going to be like, you know what? I want to be like that. So you're going to attract those types of people towards you. So definitely put out there what you want to attract back. That's huge. Okay. Building relationships. This is where it all starts. Building a relationship is the bread and butter of our business, especially when you reach out into your cold market, because your cold market, they don't know you. They have no idea who you are. They may have heard about you, or, your friends of friends or whatever. But at the end of the day, they don't know who you are. So you definitely have to build a relationship with them, because that builds trust. So one of the biggest things, or biggest ways to do that, is being authentic. Like I said, you relate to others when, they are who they are. You know exactly who they are, what they're about. I relate to other, boy moms or toddler moms. I relate to, working moms, or I relate to, wives, or other Texan moms, or stuff like that. That's who I am, and that's what I post about, and I'm authentic about it, because that's what people can relate to. Definitely when you are building relationships and you are talking to other people, or you're commenting on people's posts, or you're sending them messages, do not start out by talking about Beachbody. That is the biggest mistake so many people make. They automatically start out and say, hey, it's so nice to meet you. Have you ever thought about being a Beachbody coach? Or, hey, would you like to join my 30-day challenge group? You're just selling. No one wants it's like a telemarketer calling you on the phone and being like, hey, do you have 5 minutes to talk about your car insurance? No, I don't know who you are. Don't do that. Do not talk about Beachbody first and foremost, because people are going to turn you off immediately. You want to build a relationship. You want to talk to people about, you saw a post that they did about, their kids, and you say, oh, that was really cute. Where did you guys take your pictures at? If you saw them post family photos, or, oh my gosh, I love that stroller. What brand is that again? You're building a relationship. Talk about things that they post about. Talk about things that they're posting pictures about. That's going to develop a relationship. And then you could talk about, struggles. Like I talk to a lot of women about having PCOS, because PCOS, a lot of women have it, and I post about it. So I talk to a lot of women about PCOS and what they do to manage their symptoms and all that stuff. So I'm being authentic. I'm not trying to sell anybody anything. I'm just trying to build a relationship with them. And I personally like doing that. I like reaching out to and meeting new people. And that's what this is all about, because like I said, you're going to run out of people to do things with if you only stick to your warm market. One of the best ways to build relationships is to comment and like people's posts. One thing I do first thing in the morning is I go through my Instagram and I go through my Facebook, and I like 90% of my friends' posts, because that's developing a relationship. It's showing that I see their stuff, I like their stuff. And then once you do it over time, people are like, oh yeah, that Rachel Morris health girl, she likes all my posts or whatever. I wonder what she's all about. And then they go to your profile. So definitely comment, excuse me. Oh, I've got something in my throat. comment and like people's posts, and just go through, like, set yourself, 20 minutes to go through your Instagram feed or your Facebook feed and like and comment. You don't have to do it on everybody's post. You don't have to do it every single time. Just like and comment on people's posts. I think one company that does a really good job of this is Tone It Up. I don't know if y'all all know who they are, but Tone It Up, they have a huge following of people. And you always see these girls that do screenshots of when those two girls, Karina and Katrina, like their stuff or comment on their stuff. People get so excited. So definitely do that. Like and comment on people's posts. And engage with your followers. Talk about what they post, or if people comment on your post, reply back to them. Always reply back to them. Even if they say, looking good, girl, just send them back like a thanks, girl, or whatever. Just comment back. Develops a relationship. And then if you building relationships, the biggest thing to not be phony is to come from a place of serving others. We want to help people at the end of the day. We want to, help people get healthier, to feel better, to have more energy. And if you're coming from a place of wanting to do that instead of trying to sell, you're going to succeed because you have a bigger goal in mind instead of like hitting a number or selling a certain amount of product or blah, blah, blah. You're wanting to help people. So at the end of the day, focus on helping other people out, giving away free advice, or, giving away free tips, or helping people, giving away a recipe that people are going to like. All of that is adding value, and it's coming from a place of helping others, not from a place of wanting to sell something. It's so important. And people can see right through that, by the way. If you're just coming from a place of wanting to sell stuff, it's going to come off to your followers and to the people who are looking at your stuff. So definitely be authentic and just come from a place of wanting to help others. It's so important. Consistency. Okay, consistency is huge. Facebook algorithms. If you don't know what these are, only about 10% of people are seeing your posts every day. I know it's crazy, but every time you post, if you post 10 times a day, the number of times I'm going to see them, I'm probably only going to see 2 of those, or 1 of those even. That's just how Facebook works now. They have like this whole system, this back system, I don't know, of how they do it. And now even Instagram is becoming that way. So that's why you have to be consistent with your posting. You cannot expect to post once every week or once every couple weeks. And for people to want to follow you, you have to be consistent. You have to post at least 3 to 5 posts a day. I know that seems like a lot, but it really isn't. If you space it out and you think about what you're going to post, and I will post also in this group, I'm going to do a weekly what you can post ideas in this group. So you have some ideas, but you're going to want to post 3 to 5 times a day, just because your followers are not seeing all those. You may think you're like overwhelming people or you're blowing people up. You are not. You are only like, those people are only seeing probably 1 to 2 of those posts, maybe a day. That's maybe. So definitely you need to be posting 3 to 5 times a day. I do it. You can look at my Facebook profile. I happen to have 2. You don't have to do that. I don't recommend actually you doing that, having 2 profiles immediately until much later down the road. But I post anywhere from 3 to 5 times on all of my social media accounts a day. And consistency builds a reputation. If you're posting all the time, people think you know what you're talking about. If you're posting, a healthy recipe every couple of days, and you're posting that you're working out every couple of days, and you're posting a Shakeology recipe every couple of days, people are like, this girl, she's consistent. She's sticking with the program. She is showing that she is pushing through, and she's, not letting her excuses be stronger than her will for change, all that stuff. And it builds a reputation, and it builds a brand around you, saying that you know what you're talking about. So consistency is huge for that. When you post, you don't want to post 20% about, the business, about Beachbody, about how much you love Beachbody, about how much Beachbody has changed your life, about how much, Shakeology is the best thing. You want to post 80% about life, 20% about business posts. Because otherwise people are going to, again, sharing, not selling. People can see that you're just trying to sell a product when you post all the time about Beachbody. So you want to do 80% life. And so what is going on in your life? I'll post stuff about me hanging out with my son, or on a date night with my husband, or I go shopping and I really like this outfit, and do I take a picture? Or, me doing something, anything other than just working out and just Beachbody. And then the other 20% of the time, you want to post about how you love working for Beachbody but you don't want to just say Beachbody is amazing, come join my team. You want to have it relate to something in your life. You want it to say, I love that I can work from home and spend time with my son, and not have to rush off to an office every Monday. Hashtag something about, mom life or something like that, because that's relating to the business without being pushy, saying, join my team, Beachbody is amazing. So, but you only want to do that 20% of the time anyways. So I know some people think that they need to be on all social medias, like a Twitter, a Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, all that stuff. I don't believe that to be true, because you're spreading yourself too thin. You're overworking yourself because you have way too many things to keep up with. So I always say pick 2 social medias and stick with those 2. My 2 are Instagram and Facebook. I don't do any kind of networking or whatever, building relationships on any other social media. I don't do the Pinterest, that works for some people. Twitter works really good for some people. Those do not work for me. For me, my biggest thing is Instagram and Facebook, and I'm focusing on building my network through that. So don't try to spread yourself too thin, because you'll drive yourself crazy. And switch it up. Don't post the same thing every day. If you are posting a quote every single day, like first thing in the morning, every single day, people are going to get tired of seeing those quotes. You want to switch it up. You want to not be, what is it called? Gosh, I can't even think of the word. You don't want to be posting the exact same thing to where people can just like expect and know what you're going to post and they don't even look at it. So you want to be spontaneous and just post things that are different all the time. Okay, next one. Okay, so you don't have time. I know a lot of people, we have so much going on. We have kids, we have, jobs, we have, family, we have stuff to do. So if you don't have time, then this is what you need to do. You need to schedule your posts. You need to invest in a thing called Buffer App, bufferapp.com. Oh gosh, these things keep popping up. I don't even know how to get rid of them. Okay, so bufferapp.com. You need to go in, and it's free for your first account, but I recommend just spending the $10 a month, because you can link all your social media accounts to it. And it makes life so much easier. You can go in on a Sunday and you can think about all of your posts, and you can schedule them out, and you can say when you want them posted, what time you want them posted, what day you want them posted, and then it does it for you. So you don't ever have to sit there and think, oh no, I've only posted one time today, or I haven't posted at all today. What am I going to post? I don't have anything. You've already planned it out. It's already scheduled for you. It's going to do it for you. So I recommend spending the $10 a month. It's way worth like the peace of mind and not having to stress yourself out over it. I do it all the time. And just doing that because it's so much easier. So go in on, a Sunday, think about your posts, schedule them out, and do Buffer App. The biggest thing that I do for this, because I don't have a lot of time either. I have, a full-time job, and I do Beachbody coaching, and I have my own little thing, like I have kids, and, everybody's busy. The biggest thing that I do is I find things throughout the week, and I'll save them to my phone. If I find a really good quote that I like, I'll, take a picture of it on my phone and I'll save it. If I, make a really, really good meal and it looks really pretty, I'll take a picture of it and I'll use it later. I don't use every single thing that I post right away, because then I'm out of stuff and I'm scrambling to like find something to use. And then it's probably not that good anyways, because I just picked something so I could post something. So the biggest thing to do is to find things along the way. If you find something you really like, take a picture of yourself working out, take a couple pictures of yourself working out and save them. Change a couple shirts, take a bunch of photos and save them to your phone and use them later. Such a lifesaver. Okay, get over that fear. This is a big one, because so many of us are afraid to put ourselves out there when it comes to social media, because you don't know what people are going to think. You don't want someone judging you. You don't want, people talking crap about you or making fun of you, blah, blah, blah. Who cares? Honestly, who cares what people think of you? At the end of the day, you're doing something for yourself. You're doing something for your family. You're bettering yourself. You're doing something that's amazing. You're starting your own business, basically. You are, putting yourself out there. You're bettering your health. You're getting stronger mentally. You're doing so many amazing things. And if people have anything negative to say about them, then you know what? Sorry, but screw them. Who cares? You got to get over that fear. You got to put your message out there. You got to put yourself out there. No one's going to judge you. And if they do, who cares? If anything, you are inspiring someone else out there. I always say your mess is your message. I always talk about everything that's going on in my life because I feel like it helps people relate with me. And I can't get scared over what people are going to think. Like I always thought when I was first posting about PCOS that people are going to be like, oh gosh, she's just trying to get sympathy, blah, blah, blah. But no, that's not what I'm doing. I'm putting it out there because I know there are so many other women that are dealing with the same stuff that I'm dealing with. And we can relate to each other. And you got to get over the fear of what people think, because at the end of the day, you're just, you're putting your message out there, and there's nothing bad. You're not doing it for ill purposes. You're doing it so other people can be inspired and you can help another person. So I don't always post the good either. I post the good, the bad, and the ugly because that's what people can relate to. Not everyone can relate to Mr. Positive, who is always like super happy and always like sunshine and roses. There's things that happen in life or whatever that, sometimes suck, but you've got to try to, when you post about it, try to put a spin on it to bring it back to being something positive. If I sit there, one person that does this really well is Lauren. She just did this the other day. Lauren Wild, our upline coach, she posted the other day that she got like a flight delay or she was late or something, and then she had to go back to the hotel or something like that happened. But she was like, thankful that I can be here with my coffee, relaxing, blah, 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 blah. So all of that bad stuff happened, and she turned it around that she was thankful that she could be, in her hotel room drinking a cup of coffee, blah, blah, blah. So always whenever you post something that is the good, the bad, the ugly, try to make a spin on it to either make it funny, make it positive, something like that. Because people aren't going to want to follow you if you're always negative either. So if you're like, God, my life sucks, Monday traffic is the worst, or constantly people are going to be like, okay, negative Nancy, I'm done following you. So definitely try to make it all mostly positive. Okay, so let's talk about what your brand is, because at the end of the day, you are your brand. Whether you believe it or not, you're the face of your brand. So what you're putting out there on social media is what your brand is made up of. The biggest thing to do is to sit down and write 5 things that you are about. For me, that is being a mom. I'm a wife. I love to travel with my husband and my child. I love fashion. I love workout clothes, and I'm a Christian. Those are the 5 things that you are going to post about, because those are the 5 things that others are going to relate to you about. Don't put in there that you, fitness or health or anything like that is one of them. You need to think of 5 totally different things that people can relate to you about. And those are going to be what your brand is. Those are going to be the things that you're going to draw inspiration from for your posting for social media. So like on Sundays, I'll do a Bible verse, or I'll do, I'll get a new outfit from Fabletics and I'll try it on and I'll post about it and stuff like that. Or when my husband and I take our weekend trips, and I'll post all about that, because people can relate to that, because it's not just health and fitness. Okay, next. Okay, so also about your brand, like I said, you are the face of your brand. So what is the first thing that people see when they go to your profile is your profile picture. So you want to make your profile picture a picture of you, only you, not you and your kid, not you and your dog, not you and your husband. It needs to be you. I know some people are like, oh, but I want my family. You are a brand now. You are yourself. You are drawing attention to you, and people want to see you. They want to know who you are. They don't want to see, a picture of your cat as your profile picture. They're not going to, no. You need to make a good picture, like go take a picture outside in natural lighting of yourself. Go do your hair, do your makeup, and make that your profile picture. Because at the end of the day, you are a brand and you are the face of that brand. When someone says, Jillian Michaels, who do you think of? You know exactly what she looks like. When people say Shaun T, you know exactly who that is, because he is the face of his brand. Now, also on your Facebook profile, because Instagram doesn't have this, but Facebook, you want to make your banner photo something that relates to you. Like I have a picture of my family because that is about me, or, a quote that inspires you or something, not just like a random photo, like a boat. What does that say about you? Nothing. Or a car. What does that say about you? Nothing. A picture of some, daisies. Okay, it's beautiful, but it doesn't say anything about you. People are looking at your Facebook profile to see who you are and what you're about. So definitely you want to make sure those photos are pretty, light and bright, and change them to where it says something about you. Okay, I know I'm getting close to running over time. I know this will only be 30 minutes, so I will pick it up. Okay, call to action posts. These are great. These are great for building traffic because like I said, the Facebook algorithms, only 10% are seeing your posts. You want to do these call to action posts where people will comment or like your post because that means more people will see them. The more people that like them or comment on them, the more Facebook puts them in front of people. So you want to do more of these call to action posts every now and then to build more traffic. So an example of this, I did this one time. I did a picture of myself drinking a glass of wine and I said, The Bachelorette is on tonight. Who do you think is gonna win or going to go home? I'm totally team Ben. Or I did another one where I was like thinking of getting a new planner. What does everyone use? And I can't even tell you, a good like 45 people commented Erin Condren planner or life planner or success, whatever. I don't even know. They had like 15 different, and you know how many people saw that? A ton of people, because I had like 45 comments on it about planners. So you want to always, when you're doing a call to action post, you want to ask someone a question. You want to ask someone's opinion. Some people do, you know, a collage of pictures and ask, you know, what dining table should I get, or blah, blah, blah. And people comment, you know, A, B, or C, stuff like that. But the more people that comment and like on your photos, the more people are going to see them. And also the more people that are going to see when they comment or like on them, they're probably going to see your next couple posts as well, because it's telling Facebook whenever people comment or like your photo that they like your stuff. And so Facebook puts more of your stuff in front of those people. So you definitely want to do more of these call to action posts to build more traffic to your actual Facebook so they can see stuff. Groups on Facebook. This is another way to network that is really good. You want to find groups that you like to be a part of, or something that says something about you. Like they have a bunch of mom groups. I know there's an Erin Condren planner group. There's juicing groups. There's blogging groups. There's like TIU or Tone It Up groups, stuff like that. You're going to want to get involved in these groups, and you're going to want to not post anything about Beachbody. That's a huge thing. Do not post anything about Beachbody because you will get blocked. You will get blocked and you will get banned from that group. I don't know how many times that I have seen in those groups where it says, please do not solicit your products or blah, blah, blah. So do not talk about anything that is Beachbody in your groups, or you will get blocked from the group. And you just put a bad name for yourself out there that you're only soliciting products. But what you want to do is to post in that group every so often. Post like once a week, post, you know, every now and then with a picture of yourself, because it's drawing people that are not in your network whatsoever to see who you are and what you're about. So like I am a part of an If It Fits Your Macros group. If It Fits Your Macros is like a dieting group, whatever. And I post stuff all the time that are like funny memes or, you know, stuff like whatever. I'll just post, or like a mom group, me and my child, or, you know, you'll post like about a stroller or something that I really liked or whatever. Ask whoever's used it, someone's opinion. You're going to want to post in those groups just what the group is about. Don't post anything about Beachbody. And then whenever someone comments on them, you can start commenting back with them. And then you can message them and talk about, you know, whatever you were talking about. Say it was a stroller. And I said, does anybody know of a good jogging stroller? And I'll have like 10 comments about amazing jogging strollers. I'll go in and I'll comment on all of those things in that thread. And then I'll message or I'll friend those women, and then I'll develop a message with them to talk about, oh, so how did you like that brand of stroller? Is it good for jogging or whatever? Or is it okay to just go on the road with blah, blah, blah. But don't talk about anything with Beachbody, because people are gonna be like, oh, she just used me for Beachbody. So if my child comes in here, sorry guys, all the banging around is my child. He should be in bed, but anyways. Okay, but that's what you're going to want to do. You're going to want to develop relationships in there. Don't try to talk anything about Beachbody. You're going to want to, the end goal of being in these groups is to find friends. Don't try to just message them and say, hey, would you like to be a part of my 30-day group? They will see your stuff. Ask them to be your friend first. Develop a relationship with them first. And then eventually down the road, you can ask them to be a part of a challenge group, or you can, you know, ask them about Beachbody coaching, but don't do it right away, because people are going to think that you used them to get that or to sell them products. And you don't want that at the end of the day. Okay, Instagram. Instagram, a time-saving thing to do is called cross-posting. So whenever you go and post a photo on Instagram, you can share it to your Twitter and you can share it to your Facebook. That's really easy to do. It saves a lot of time, saves you from having to post 2 different things on your social media. Don't use photos that are off the internet, you guys. Don't like find a, Pinterest photo and take a picture of it and post it, because people don't want to see that. They can see it themselves on Pinterest. They want to see you. They want to see what you're about, what you're doing. Again, you are your brand. Put yourself out there. And plus people can relate to you. If you post a picture of Shanti doing insanity, people are not going to relate to that, because at the end of the day, they know what Shanti looks like doing insanity. They want to know what you look like doing insanity. They want to see you dying and huffing and puffing and red in the face from doing insanity, because that's what they want to know. They want to know what it's like for the normal person to be doing these workouts, or what the normal person does in their life. Not, and also don't use the Beachbody transformation pictures like online. I don't really know anybody that it really works for, just because people see it as false advertising for some reason. They don't really believe them to be true. So if you're going to do transformation pics, do pictures of people in your group, do other coaches pictures. You can do it in the TKO group. We have a bunch of transformation pictures you can use. But also you're going to want to put, whenever you post those pictures, be like, a friend of mine or another coach in our coaching group did, this is her 30-day transformation. Doesn't she look amazing? Blah, blah, blah. But don't do the Beachbody transformation pics, because just people don't really believe them. When you post photos, you're going to make sure that they are bright, light, and pretty. You're going to want to use a photo editing app. My favorite is Looksee. I will post that in the group also so you guys can see it, or a filter app. But you're going to want to make sure it is bright colors, it is pretty, because it's going to grab someone's attention. I don't know how many times that I've just gone through my Facebook feed, and just the ones that are dark and blurry and like not pretty and you have no idea what's going on, you just go over. So definitely make sure they are light, bright, and pretty, and use a photo editing app. And I will also put ideas for photo editing apps in the group. And hashtags are important, because it's drawing more people from your cold network to follow you, to see what you're about. And you can hashtag also on Facebook now. You can search Facebook hashtags. So if you click on a hashtag in Facebook, it'll bring up a bunch of stuff there too. So hashtagging is for both Instagram and Facebook. But when you do hashtag, do not just hashtag fitness related stuff, because you're going to want to bring in people again that have more going on than just fitness. Because when you do just the fitness ones, you're also going to draw in people that are possibly not going to be your customers or coaches, because they are either already coaches, or they're doing like Advocare, or they're doing Herbalife or something like that. So don't just do fitness related hashtags. And you're also going to want to do them in the comments. Don't do them in the original post. So right after you get done posting your photo, go into your comments and hashtag all your hashtags. And do it immediately, because whenever you hashtag anything at any time, it goes off of the time that you originally posted the photo. So if you hashtag, 20 minutes later, your photos, whenever people are searching Instagram based on that hashtag, is not going to pop up immediately. It's going to pop up 20 minutes ago. So it'll be like behind 100 photos when you're searching for photos. So definitely hashtag immediately. And you're going to hashtag stuff, that is, again, about you. What is your brand? My hashtags are boy mom, mom life. You can do, if you're running your dog, dogs of Instagram, TIU, toddler mom, stuff like that. And whenever people comment on your photos or like your photos, always comment back or say thanks for the like, stuff like that. Because again, you're building a relationship. It's being authentic. It's being, courteous. People see you as a nice person. It's just nice to do. And you're also going to want to follow those people back. The ones, you always look at their profile, first of all, because you have no idea if they're like a creep or whatever. But when you click on their profile on Instagram and you see that they are into the same kind of stuff as you, or like, doing the same kind of stuff as you, follow them, and then start liking their photos and they're commenting on their photos on Instagram. Because again, that's developing a relationship. It's building trust with another person. So definitely do that. Hashtag ideas. I will post hashtag ideas in the group as well, but these are just some. These are the huge trends on Instagram, just because everybody uses them for everything. It's global. All of these things are used by so many people. So Man Crush Monday, Woman Crush Wednesday, Motivation Monday, Transformation Tuesday, Throwback Thursday, Flex Friday, or even I think there's like a Flashback Friday, or I don't know, Selfie Saturday, Sunday, Fun Day, Fitness. These are the ones that you want to do every now and then, not for everything, because again, you're going to grab people that are from other network marketing companies, and other coaches that are going to follow you. So like Fit Mom, Moms That Lift, Eat Clean, Train Mean, Motivation, and think outside the box on other things. Like if you love Nike shoes and you have a bunch of Nike shoes, just do hashtag Nike. Even if you aren't wearing Nikes, it's just people are searching Nikes that like Nike are going to see your photos. Family meals, Texas girl, Texas mom, people that are searching these, it doesn't even have to actually relate to the photo. A lot of mine don't relate to the photo. So these are just some ideas that you can use for your hashtags. Well, that's a plain things. Okay, so wrapping up, I think I'm finally done. Am I done? Yeah, okay, so wrapping up, at the end of the day, you are your brand, and you need to be as authentic as possible and just know your brand and know what you're about. It's the biggest thing. So basically for your homework tonight, and I will post this also in the group, I want you to sit down and think about 5 things that you're about, and I want you to post them in the group so I can share ideas with you about what you can be posting, and stuff like that. So think about tonight or tomorrow, whenever you're watching this video, whenever, think about 5 things that make up your brand. So for me, it's like being a mom, being a wife. I love to travel. I love, what was I going to say? Being a mom, being a wife, traveling. PCOS is totally my brand. And then fashion. I love fashion. And yours can be totally different. You can be, you love your dogs, or, that you can, I don't even know. You can think of so many things. Think of 5, you're a Christian, stuff like that. Think of 5 things that make up your brand, and post them in the group so we can share ideas about posting, and I can help you guys with posting ideas. But definitely put yourself out there, make your profiles public tonight if you can, and start posting 3 to 5 times a day. That's so important. It's like the biggest thing is to post 3 to 5 times a day. But that's the best way to get started, you guys, because you're going to build that momentum for your business. And social media is basically the biggest part of building that momentum for your business. So about getting people, in your challenge groups and finding coaches, it all starts with social media. That's why I wanted to do this video tonight, because it's so important that you are consistent with it and you're doing it every day, and you're, putting yourself out there 3 to 5 times a day. So I'm going to stop sharing real quick. Is it working? Here it is. Okay. Okay, guys, so I hope this was helpful. If my internet didn't work, because I can see that I'm kind of like skippy, y'all just comment in the group and I will refilm this tomorrow. I hope not, but just post in the group or whatever that it wasn't working and I will do it. And I'm also going to post the hashtag ideas, the posting ideas. I'm going to do that all tonight too. So let me know if you have any questions, and do your homework tonight. Post that 5 things that make up your brand tonight, and I will post the next video tomorrow. So I hope you guys have a good night. I hope this helped y'all, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye, guys.